Hey loves, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if this is your first time coming across my channel. Continuing with this month's low carb compilation series, today I will be sharing some low carb breakfast ideas. I know it could be hard to figure out what to eat for breakfast while doing low carb, so I thought that this video might help. Definitely check out my previous compilation video linked in the description box, and let's go ahead and get into it. Hey, what's up you guys? Welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to be making biscuits and sausage gravy. I just really had a taste for something hearty. Normally I'll just have some kind of lunch for breakfast, or I'll have pancakes or waffles or something like that, but I just wanted to try something different, and I saw this on Pinterest. It doesn't really say much on there. It's just basically a picture with everything that you need on the picture. So it doesn't have like any cooking instructions, and when you click the link it doesn't say anything. So anyway, I'm just gonna go ahead and wing it. The recipes say that you need almond flour, some cream cheese. I don't know how to pronounce this, but I think it's called xanthan gum, and I think this is used as like a thickener. I found this at Winco, and you'll need salt, some eggs, baking powder, garlic powder, that's optional, cream cheese. You'll also need some butter and some shredded cheese. And thank goodness all of these things I kind of already had on hand just from being on keto. I had a lot of this stuff already. The only thing that I don't have that I'm kind of worried about, because it is a gravy, is, and also you'll need your meat, whatever meat you choose to use, which is, the recipe says 1 pound of pork or turkey sausage, and I'm going to be using 2 of these Farmer John pork sausage, so it'll be a little bit over 1 pound, because this is only 10 ounces. So I'm just going to use 2 of these and make it 20 ounces. The only thing I'm kind of worried about is that I don't have any pepper, and it is gravy, so you want pepper in your gravy, but you know what, I'm just gonna wing it, and it is what it is. So if you want to see how this turns out, please stay tuned. Okay, so it says 1.5 cups of almond flour. So this makes about 12 muffins. Okay, about 1 cup. Here's our half. And today I'm using the Bob's Red Mill Superfine Almond Flour, and I got this at Stater Brothers. I've also gotten it before at Winco, but at Stater Brothers it was cheaper. Okay, so it says 1.5 cups of almond flour, 2 eggs, one-third cup of sour cream. Actually, it says 4 tablespoons of melted butter, so I'm gonna go ahead and pop some butter in the microwave. I like that it has this measurement on there. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4. So basically a half a stick of butter. Okay, so while the butter is melting, I'm gonna go ahead and get our 1/3 cup of sour cream. I'm just gonna use a spoon to kind of put it inside the measuring cup. Make it a little bit easier. Girl, this is the most irritating microwave of all times. I swear it'll just keep beeping. Okay, so that's about 1/3 cup. So we're gonna do 1 tablespoon of baking powder, and I'll be using this kind. I got this from Okay. Also says a half a teaspoon of garlic powder, which is optional, but for me that's not optional. I gotta have some seasoning because sometimes these like nut powders, they just have no kind of seasoning to it. So I'm just using this generic brand of some garlic powder. Oh, it says a 1/3 cup of shredded cheese. So I'm just gonna use that cup to add the sour cream in. Throw a little extra up in it. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so we have all our, oh wait, I forgot the melted butter. Here's our melted butter in a cup. I'm pouring all that in there, all that goodness. And that is pretty much it for the biscuits. So I'm gonna go ahead and give this a good mix with my mixer, and I'll be back to put them inside of the muffin pan. Okay, you guys, so this is what the dough is looking like after it has been well mixed. It's a little looser than actual dough, so I guess we'll just see how it turns out. But this is it. Okay guys, so here is our muffin pan. I'm not sure how much I'm supposed to put in there. It says it's supposed to make 12 biscuits, but it's not that much dough here, so I have no idea. I'm just trying to start with like 2 scoops per cup, and I'm gonna spray it with some cooking spray. Okay guys, so this is what it's looking like. I'm gonna go ahead and pop it in the oven. It doesn't give a time frame to keep these in the oven for. Like I said, the recipe was just super simple. So I'm just gonna keep them in here until they're golden brown. That's what it says. So this is what it's looking like. So while our biscuits are in the oven, I'm gonna go ahead and get started on cooking up this pork. And again, this is 2 rolls. Okay, you guys, and our biscuits just came out the oven and they are looking right. Do you understand me? They are looking right, nice and golden brown. So y'all, we about to see what it do, y'all. We about to see what it do. Okay, now that it's all done, I just went ahead and drained it. And I have a pot underneath here catching all the grease, so that's good. Okay, so now it says to add your cream cheese. So I'm gonna go ahead, it says you can add 2 to 4 ounces of cream cheese. Since I have more sausage than the recipe calls for, I'm just gonna go ahead with the full 4 ounces. And I don't know how this part is supposed to work. Oh, let me try to lift this up a little bit. There we go. So I'm just gonna go ahead and chop this cream cheese into the pork until it starts to melt, and then see what happens. Okay, so right now it is just looking like pork and cream cheese. Like, I don't know where the gravy part is coming in at. Oh my gosh, okay, hold on. Girl, oh no, I'm supposed to add heavy whipping cream. That's what that is. You know what? The recipe said HWC on there, and I was like, what is that? Okay, so it says, oh my gosh, I'm supposed to cover this with 16 ounces of heavy whipping cream, of which I don't think I have 16 ounces. Oh my gosh, that's a lot. Hold on. Well, I got some though. I have this here, so you're gonna need heavy whipping cream also. Alright, let me pour that in here. I'm just gonna eyeball it because, girl, ain't nobody got time to be trying to measure out no 16 ounces. Oh, now I see the gravy forming. Okay, okay. Now, this is where the problem lies. I have no pepper. Like, this gravy is white as hell, okay? I'm like, where? I need some pepper. I might have to go to my neighbor's house like, excuse me. Do you have some pepper that I can use? That I can borrow? Oh my gosh. I can't with this white ass gravy. Okay. At least we got the consistency going and it looks like a meat type of gravy. This is what it is looking like so far. It looks very delicious, but I need me some pepper. You know what? I might just put some garlic powder in there and call it a day because I am ready to try this out. So you guys don't forget 16 ounces of the heavy whipping cream. I didn't know what the heck that meant. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and see if I can find some pepper and I will be back. And I don't even think that the xanthan gum is needed, but I'm just gonna go ahead and add it because the recipe says it calls for a half a teaspoon of the xanthan gum. You know what? I'm gonna just go ahead and give it a taste without the pepper and see if anything else is needed because this is looking hella good. Hella good, girl. I'm like, what? Come on, gravy. Yes. Girl, hold up. This is very rich and delicious. It's actually almost a tad bit. It's a ton of salt from the pork. So whatever you do, do not add any extra salt to this or it will be salt overload. Right now, it's almost on that borderline. But I'm thinking once you put it with the biscuit, it will probably like even it out. So it'll probably even it out. So this doesn't need no more seasoning. It don't need no pepper. It don't need nothing. I'm gonna leave it just like that because I think that the pork seasoned it well enough. So once again, here's our gravy. And here's our biscuits. And I'm gonna go ahead and plate it up. Okay, you guys, so here it is. This is looking so bomb. Like, hold up. Here is the moment of truth. Ooh, that looks soft on the inside too. It's not all dry. Come on. Here we go. Oh my God, you guys. I can't even talk. This is sinful. Look how moist it looks on the inside. Like, not no dry ass biscuits. Bomb cutting just like cake. This is maybe the best low carb recipe that I've ever tried. The only thing I can say is be careful, don't put any extra salt or anything in the cream sauce and the gravy, because the pork already has tons and tons of salt. So like I said, I think that the bread and the sausage kind of balance each other out. So the sauce, when I taste it by itself, it tasted a little too salty for me. But once I put it with the bread, it's a perfect match because the bread isn't salty and kind of soaks it up. So this was absolutely delicious. Like, this is going down in like top 5, okay? Top 5, very, very good. Okay, you guys, so here is our finished breakfast. Again, we're just keeping it simple. I have 3 slices of crispy bacon, some cheesy eggs, and some avocado with everything but the bagel seasoning on it. Typically, I would put all of this in a low carb tortilla wrap, but since I'm just, trying to keep it simple, we're just gonna go ahead and go with this. And y'all, everything with the bagel season makes everything just taste so dang on good, okay? So yes, you guys, this is what I'll be having for my first meal, and I have a little bit of my tea left, so yeah, I'm gonna have a little bit of that with this as well. Okay, so for breakfast, I'm gonna be making keto chilaquiles. And if you don't know what chilaquiles are, it's basically a Mexican dish that has salsa, tortilla chips, and eggs, and then it's topped with cheese, especially cotija. I think it's called cotija cheese. It's like a salty bomb cheese, which I wish I had and I forgot to get. But next time, I will definitely be using that cheese. And if you are going to the grocery store to get these ingredients, make sure you pick that up as well, because it just gives it an extra little kick. It's a crumbly type of Mexican cheese that's really, really good. So this idea came to me because I used to always order this. I was like, I wonder, is there some way I can make chilaquiles out of pork rinds? So of course I went on like YouTube and stuff looking for it, and I found one video, which I'll link below. I found one video on it, but nobody else had really did it. So I kind of used a little bit from that person's video and then just kind of put my own touch on it just a little bit too as well. So what you're gonna need is some pork rinds. When I first tried this out, because I want to taste it first and try it and make sure it tastes good first before bringing it to you guys, and I tried it yesterday and I loved it, and it was a really good change. If you're, I mean, it is still eggs, but it tastes totally different, and it almost feels like you have a starchy kind of taste like that you probably are missing. So what you're gonna need is some pork rinds. When I first did it, I used barbecue pork rinds, and I'm gonna try to use some of these. I have these left at the bottom right here, so I'm gonna try to use those. So you want to try to get the softer pork rinds, the ones that are really airy. Don't get the ones that's really crunchy like the cracklings. And then even when you're picking them out the bag, try to pick out the ones that are more airy and soft, opposed to the ones that are really crunchy and super crunchy and crispy. So you're gonna need pork rinds, you're gonna need some sour cream, eggs, chives, that's optional. I didn't have it the first time. It still tastes really good. And some cheese. Get the Mexican cheese too if you can, and that's optional, but it tastes good. And some salsa. This is salsa that I already had. It's roasted pepper. It tastes pretty good. So, and this was 2 carbs per 2 tablespoons. You're gonna need some salsa. So this is all that you're gonna need. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so I have my skillet heating up. It's on about medium high. And I'm just gonna add a little bit of butter. I forgot to mention that. When the butter is melting, I'm gonna look and search through the barbecue pork rinds that I have. Try to find some of the softer ones. Because you want these to soften up. So I'm going to turn my heat down to low right now because I want to make sure I find the right pork rind. Like you see this one, it's a little less airy and more like a crackling. So avoid these ones. Okay, so I'm done with picking all the pork rinds that I want to use. And now I'm just going to heat my skillet back up and then toss them in this melted butter. Okay, so this isn't the part where it's going to get soft. So I just basically gave it a toss. And now I'm going to go ahead and add the salsa. Now there's no particular measurements for any of this, so just be mindful of that. I'm just adding enough salsa to cover it. And this is what's going to start softening it up. Ooh. Now, over here popping and locking, okay? this step, you'll see them start to get soft. Make sure it's all covered. And if it's really big pieces, then I'll just chop them down a little bit. So these are pretty soft. It's really, really soft at this point. So that's what you're wanting to do. So now we're gonna add a little bit more butter. And now we're gonna crack our eggs in this. So just gonna separate it here. Add a little more butter. Let that melt on up. And now we're gonna crack our eggs on top of this. Oh, dropped all kind of shell up in there, girl. So this is what it's looking like from an overhead view. You got your egg and your softened pork rinds. So I'm gonna add some salt and pepper, and just like you would season your eggs normally. Okay, so I just added some sea salt and pepper. And now I'm gonna start mixing that egg in there. Have the heat on like medium low and let this cook up. I don't want it to cook too fast. I want the flavors to mix together. Okay, so this is what it's looking like. So now I'm gonna go ahead and top it with cheese and let the cheese melt on top while I go ahead and cut up some green onion. Okay, about to plate this. Sorry, water is dripping from my spatula. Goodness, it's looking delicious. If you ever had chilaquiles, you'd be so happy like me to know that you can do it with this, with keto. Okay, so now I'm just gonna go ahead and dress it up a little bit. I'm going to add some green onion. Just chopped up a little bit of green onion, which I love. And then finish it off with a dollop of sour cream. Gonna make it cute. And that is it, you guys. Chilaquiles, and that's what's for breakfast. Okay guys, so I decided that I'm gonna go ahead and make the pancakes, but I wanted to have like a little bit of fruit on the side. So I have these strawberries here. I'm just gonna go ahead and slice them up really quick. I'm trying to see, do I want to make like a strawberry sauce or something? Well, I would probably have to cook it if I was gonna do that, but I ain't got time for all that because I'm hungry, girl. Ah. So I'm just doing some nice little half moons here. Ah, act right. Just cutting up 4 strawberries. How y'all been doing? Everybody okay? I just want to say thank you for the love on my home video. I appreciate it so much. Y'all are just the sweetest, greatest people ever. You understand? Y'all my sisters, my friends. Love y'all, for real. Okay, so, oh, this one look juicy. Let me taste one of these right now. This one look nice and red. Oh, can you see? Okay. Pretty good. Okay. So we have our strawberries diced up here. And then I'm going to add, I've never used this before. And I hope it doesn't jack everything up. But it's this skinny, simple syrup. It has 0 calories, 0 sugars, and 0 carbs. And it says that it's sweet without the sugar. So I'm going to put a little of this simple syrup over my strawberries. And I hope it doesn't give it a alcohol-y kind of taste. I just wanted to sweeten it up some. Kind of make like a little glaze or something. I could have did that with just sweetener, but I wanted to try this out because it's been sitting in my pantry forever and I never used it. So I'm just gonna coat all of my strawberries with it. Let's see. Let me taste it. What? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. No, that's bomb. Oh my goodness, I'm just at a ton. Ooh, that's so good and sweet. And it doesn't taste, you know, medicine-y or weird. And it's 0 carbs. What? What? Okay, so I'm very excited. I'm very happy. This actually could serve as a dessert using like one of those syrups and then put some whipped cream on top. It would be so delicious. Okay, so this is what I got going on. I'm gonna go ahead and let this sit in the fridge and chill, and we're gonna go ahead and get our pancakes going. So again, I'm gonna be using this keto Birch and Bender's pancakes mix from Thrive Market, and this has again 5 net carbs per serving. So let's go ahead and mix this up. All you have to do is add water. Okay, you guys, so here are my stack of mini pancakes with crispy edges. I don't know about you guys, but I do like my edges crispy on my pancakes, so I went ahead and crisped them up. Some of them might be a little more brown than I want, but I do like to have that ring around it. So definitely keep an eye on it, but they look delicious. I cannot wait. I do kind of have the camera zoomed in, so they look a little bit more like your standard size pancakes, but they are pretty small. They're about 4-inch in diameter. So yes, you guys, these are my pancakes. So now, okay, so now we're gonna go ahead and dress everything up. And this is the fun part. So, oh my gosh, these strawberries. I'm gonna put our sweet strawberries all over the top. Yes, indeed. Oh, y'all, my goodness. Whew, that looks so delicious. And now I'm gonna top everything with some whipped cream. The lopsided, y'all. Pretty cute. I think it's lopsided. Oh well. But oh my gosh, you see that? Do you see this goodness? And now I'm gonna add a couple more strawberries, Ackright strawberries. Put them right on top. Cannot tell me this doesn't look delish. Okay, and I went ahead and fried up a couple of pieces of bacon. So we're gonna add our bacon to this as well. Well, my goodness. Let's just put the rest of our strawberries around here. Just dress it on that. Y'all, what? This looks so good. Oh, stay on there. Oh no. That's okay. That's good enough. So yes, you guys, this is our finished breakfast. We have some low carb pancakes from Thrive Market. We went ahead and topped it with our strawberries, with our simple syrup, and then I'll probably add a drizzle of this sugar-free syrup on top. We have 3 slices of crispy bacon, and yes, you guys, this is our breakfast.